and today we will be dissecting a rat named Olive.
My name is Natalia.
My name is Maria Reyes.
And my name is Brandon Knexu, and the lab role for this dissection will be the supervisor and the timekeeper.
I am the photographer. I take videos and pictures.
I'm the sky person. I write down what's going on in the dissection.
I'm the lab technician, which I dissect the rat in the front parts. And we're all maintenance group. And the safety precautions is that you're supposed to wear a lab coat, some gloves, and if you're a girl, you really have long hair, you should put up your hair once you start, so your hair won't get in the way.
And also the purpose for this lab is to identify many of the internal body parts of the rat and to find many distinguished parts that the rat has.
These are the dissecting throws, which is used to go through the esophagus and other organs. This is the dissecting needle, which is used to detach skin from organs. And these are the dissecting scissors, which is used to go through hard skin.
This is the forceps. It is used to separate loose skin and tissues. This is the pins to pin down loose skin and help it stabilize it. And this is the scalpel to cut through the skin.
And this is the dissecting kit, which is used to put all of the materials.
And these are some other materials which helped us with the dissection. For example, the sticky notes, the magnifying glass, the rulers, the sharpies, the scissors, and also the triple beam balance. As you clearly see, this is a picture of a rat named Olive before the dissection. And this is the group trying to figure out the length and width of a rat and also trying to figure out the mass. Some of Olive's measurements is that the height is 4 centimeters, the length was 33 centimeters, the width was 17 centimeters, and the mass of Olive was about 216.5.
I'm going to be talking about the external parts. Right here, this is the dorsal side. And the posterior side is like the tail and all around there.
Alright. And then this part of the side is called the ventral side. It's usually like the lighter side. And like around the mouth area and above it is the anterior side. It could be either way, just as long as it's in the front. Right now, what we're trying to do is dissect through the rat by cutting through its skin with the scalpel. And we cut it vertically first in order to be able to go through the rat. And right now, the next thing we did was cut it in a V-shaped form upwards. And we also cut it in the V-shaped form downwards at the bottom, in order to be able to go through the rat easily and be able to distinguish the organ parts and take them out, and so it won't be such a hard time. What we're trying to do is cut it through the rib cage of the rat with the dissecting scissors, because it's hard to go through it without having to cut any other organ parts in the process. And as you can see right now, we're trying to cut through its bottom in order to be able to open it up, since it's really tight, and right now we can't really open it up that much in order to get its organs out. And right now, as you can see, these are some of the organs that we are going to be able to analyze and distinguish. And yeah.
And now you can clearly see some of the organs that are located throughout the rat, like the large intestine and the small intestines, and also the esophagus that the rat has.
Right now, we are separating the skin that is attached to the liver using the dissecting scissors to help us remove the liver from the rat. The liver produces bile, which aids on the digestion fat. It also stores glycogen for use when you haven't eaten. And it also transforms it to waste. Also, we remove the spleen that associates with the circulatory system and helps destroy the blood cells and blood storage. As you clearly see, we remove the liver and the spleen.
Next process was removing the stomach, which the function for it was food storage and physical breakdown of food.
This is the esophagus, which moves food from the mouth to the stomach. We are removing the lungs, which are underneath the heart, using the forceps. Its function is to help oxygen from the air we breathe enter the red cells in the blood. We are currently trying to remove the heart from the rat. Its function is to pump up blood throughout the whole body.
This is a basic picture of how we almost removed all of the organs.
This is the cecum, which is a large sac, and its function is to absorb fluids and salts that remain after completion of the intestinal dissection and absorption. Right now, we are trying to untangle the small intestine from the large intestine, and the function of the small intestine is that it absorbs the nutrients and minerals from the food. We're currently trying to remove the large intestine and separate it from the rectum. The function of the large intestine is that it absorbs water from the remaining indigestible food matter and transmit the useless waste material from the body. And that's where the rectum comes in. The rectum is a way of passing the waste and excreting it from the body.
This is just a basic preview of removing almost all the organs, just leaving the kidneys.
We are about to remove the kidneys from the rat, and its function is to clean waste from the blood.
This is the after picture of the rat.
We are comparing and contrasting the characteristics of a rat and a starfish. The differences between a rat and a starfish is that the rat has a heart, it has fur, it is a mammal, it has no exoskeleton, it has more body parts, so it has more organs compared to the starfish. It uses lungs, and it is able to move around due to how it has 4 legs, and it has a tail. It lives on land, and it is able to move quickly.
So the characteristics that a starfish has contrasting to the rat is that a starfish has an exoskeleton, it has no heart and no brain. Also, it has a very hard outer surface. It doesn't use gills or lungs, and it mostly sticks to corals and rocks, and it lives in water, so it's an amphibian. And it also moves very slowly compared to the rat, and it can grow back limbs that the rats cannot.
The similarities of a rat and a starfish are that they both have an anus, a stomach, and some rats are secondary consumers. We would like to give a shout out to
Kanye for letting us borrow his starfish in this presentation. Thank you. As what we thought of as a group is how we were able to face some of the obstacles that we have with the rats.
We were able to work as a team. No one had much more power than the other. We all had the same amount of responsibility.
And all having a hand in what we had to do to have a successful rat dissection.
And as you can see, there's no I on team. What this experience taught me is that I want to become a surgeon.
What this experience has taught me was it gave me an idea of what I want to become later on in the future.
What the experience taught me was that it's really cool and kind of weird to do dissections.
What this experience has taught me is how I found new discoveries in the rat and how it could lead me to a career which I could be in pre-med. And thank you for watching.
That's all.
You know that I've got you on my mind, your secret admirer. I've been watching you. At night, I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. If your game is on.
It's very similar to organs we have in our body, and that was kind of interesting.
And I... Girl, I was gonna see after it! I was like... Y después tú me quitaste! Girl, that was like very easy. You and that.
What I want to become during the future.
Me quitaste!
Oh my god! When I thought about
It gave me the experience of how a surgeon works, and it gave me an idea of what I want to become in the medical field later on in my future.
It would be look cute si solo one.
No, first.
or, yeah, I was going to say, you could do it yourself and then you can walk.
What I thought about this experience. Let's show to me.
Yeah, you can walk like that, yeah.
Let me think about what I'm gonna say. Become a doctor.